Hey, what's going on, guys? So first off, I hope everyone had a wonderful Christmas. I sure did. I was able to see both of my families, my immediate family, and of course my in-laws. So as I mentioned in a previous video, my family is predominantly in Connecticut. So we go to my wife's grandmother's house, and this year was kind of extra special because a ton of people popped in. Like, it's a huge family as it is. And there's kind of like two different locations in the city where, you know, the family kind of gather. But I just saw a bunch of people that I haven't seen in years, and I met new people, new cousins, and it's just really, really cool. It was a huge, huge Christmas. Then drove through the night back here to Pennsylvania and up to my folks' house, and I saw my sister, my brother-in-law, and, you know, my niece and nephew, and my parents. It was really awesome. You know, Christmas for me really is all about family. Presents are, you know, a really cool bonus, especially with the kids, you know, giving presents to my parents and, you know, my sister and stuff. That's always fun, but, you know, little kids, there's just magic there, you know, just totally stoked and jumping around, excited. It's cool. So yeah, we had a wonderful Christmas. Hope everyone else had a wonderful time. This is just the little loot video. I'm just gonna show you a couple things. Totally spoiled. I got a bunch of stuff. You know, but I'm just going through a couple things here because people are always curious. Hey, what'd you get for Christmas? And some of you know me by now, after watching for years, but you'd be surprised to know that I did not get a knife for Christmas or any EDC tools. I got one tool, which you could probably see here, which I was very excited about. I'll show you that in a second. But yeah, like that stuff I do every day, day in and day out, that's what I do. You know what I mean? So people like, you know, I'll get knives from viewers sometimes, which I greatly appreciate, and, you know, lighters and all kinds of cool stuff, but I get that all year round. It is always Christmas for me. When Christmas time rolls around, I ask for random weird things, and then, you know, people just know certain stuff I like, and they roll with it. So, you know, you don't see, you would, in other words, assume, hey, Jeff, what do you get for Christmas? Guy probably got a bunch of knives, you know? No, I didn't. Sometimes I've asked for knives, very specific knives for very specific reasons, but not this year. So anyway, let's get into it. First, I got some treats. I love Danish cookies, you know, these little sugar cookie things. And I got this little one because I'm just a huge, butter cookies, that's right. I don't know if Danish cookies is another version of the same thing or those are actually different, because I think I do call these Danish cookies, but apparently they're butter cookies. Anyway, I love these. When Christmas time rolls around, everyone has all kinds of sweet treats and everything, and these are usually like the garbage that no one cares about. For some reason, ever since I was a kid, I've always just really loved those cookies. And these last well into the year. Like, this is a little tiny tin, but like, you know, the big old blue tins, which people joke around because in a lot of households, you grow up and that's like the sewing tin, right? There's all kinds of memes and jokes about it now because so many people do it, where like their grandmother or their mother, they have that empty tin and they want to reuse it, and it always, for some reason, gets repurposed as a sewing tin. So you got all your sewing supplies and stuff in there. But yeah, I happen to love those cookies, so it's cool to get a little mini one. But anyway, the big ones I've had in the past, and I actually do have a big one as well, not on camera here, but there's just so many cookies in there. How many cookies can you eat? Even if you're eating them all the time, which I'm not, but you know, if I have like 2 or 3 cookies with a glass of milk or a cup of coffee or something like that, that's, you know, once or twice a week, especially right after Christmas. Maybe I'm having it more, but then I forget about it. It's just a nice little treat. I say this like Halloween candy. When you have Halloween candy before Halloween, it means nothing. Halloween candy tastes the best like a month later, even though it's probably stale, some of it. But it's because there's not an abundance of it. Everything in this world is a little better when it's hard to get and there's only a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It's like supply and demand. So anyway, moving on. Let's talk about this tool here. So you can see the brand here, Weehaw, which is probably not how it's pronounced, but you know how I do. I don't pronounce things right. So apparently this is one of the world's best tool companies, as well as the other one, which is escaping me at the moment. I can't think of what it's called. I think it's also a W. But anyway, these I think are made in Poland. And this is a set I actually asked for, and my parents got me, and it is awesome. It's a little Torx bit set. And these I'm going to be putting on my desk. Now I've gone through dozens and dozens, I mean literally dozens of cheap Torx bit sets, and what ends up happening is sometimes I go to turn a screw on a knife, and there's like some Loctite on it or something, and my cheap little bits, they'll bend, they'll twist. And sometimes they snap off, but once they're twisted, they're garbage. They just don't work properly anymore. I don't use them. So I end up keep buying the same cheap sets because, you know, they're just available. Lowe's and Home Depot, I've shown them before, talked about them before. But I wanted to upgrade, and I got this set. So these are individual little Torx drivers. And you can see a little nub on the back there. So you have a nice big wing. So you have that, you know, the grip that you need. And of course, the leverage you need to turn a screw that's hard to turn. But also you can put this on a driver, right? So that's pretty cool. And this has a little desk mount. So this will sit on my desk, and all these are sitting out of the holes here. And it's very quick to identify. I grab the size I need, bing, bam, boom. So tools are one of those things that you will never regret having. The more, the better. Pop that in there. So I'm excited to use these. Those will get used all the time. So fantastic little gift there. Put those off to the side. All right, so then I got 2 albums here. And these are something, this is one of the things I wanted the most. These, as you can see, are Silver Eagle albums from Dansko. So Dansko is kind of like the top of the top. They are some of the most expensive or best, you know, made, well-made coin albums. I just love them. It's awesome. So last year I wanted the Franklin $50 album, and this year I wanted to have a different way to store my Silver Eagles. So this is how I used to store the Silver Eagles. I think I made a video on it. But these were from, what was it? I don't know if the logo's still on here somewhere. I mean, here's the actual manufacturer. But it was like Guy on Fire, I think, is a company that sold, you know, a bunch of coin stuff. And these were just little plastic cases. There's nothing wrong with these. I mean, it's stored okay, and you can flip through them and see the different years. Obviously, they're clear. You can see the coins fine. But these are like, I don't know, a little brittle. Some of them cracked, you know, when I'm kind of snapping them together. These will get repurposed for something else. I won't get rid of them or anything. But I just wanted a better way to kind of take them out and look at them. You know what I mean? So the albums, I think, for me, are the way to go. And now that I have a couple other albums, I wanted to continue that. So I got 2 of them. So 1986 to 2021, this album was originally made before, I believe, 2021. But obviously we're past that. They're still making Silver Eagles, right? So cool album for sure. But I had to get the second one as well. So this is 21 on. So the first page here is actually dated up to 2029. And then after that, it's just whatever. Because who knows when, you know, maybe one year they stop making them. I have no idea. But now at least I have a dedicated place for those. Like I said, I was kind of running out of the little holders in these anyway. I just like this format better. So that was super, super exciting to me. You guys know, as much as I love my knives and my lighters and all that kind of stuff, silver and gold and coins, that has taken, you know, a huge, I have such an interest in it. It's so exciting to me. So speaking of which, I also got some 90% from my sister and my brother-in-law, which is awesome. So I have 2 silver quarters, and I think there's 5 dimes there, so $1 face. But just some various, you know, silver coins, which I absolutely love. Then, wait here. We have these, these are my favorite chocolate, the Pinky Up Fancy chocolate. So it's not all these. This is a variety pack, so I'm excited to try some different ones, but it's this specifically. This chocolate right here is the Mozart Kugelin, something like that. Let's see. What is it called? Kugel. Mozart Kugel? No, it is this one. The genuine Reeve Mozart Kugelin. I think that's how you would say it, but this is absolutely amazing. I happen to be a huge fan of marzipan. And ever since my sister was little, we both loved getting marzipan for Christmas. Marzipan is basically an almond paste, and traditionally, you know, they're shaped like little fruits and stuff. It's kind of cool. I always loved it. Ever since I was a kid, I loved that. And then once my sister started getting a little bit older, as a child, I should say, I want to say maybe 7 or 8 years old, she tried it, she liked it, so it became a whole thing. It's just like an inside type family thing where every year I get my sister some marzipan. And you know, I love it so much, and at some point, I want to say maybe, I don't know, 5 years ago or so, I found these through one of those, you know, Christmas catalogs, whatever. And I was just curious, I wanted to try it, and it was just delicious to me. It's not only marzipan, it's also pistachio paste. And then there's, I mean, here, you can read it right there. But this is a little variety pack. So we have not only the this version, the original version, But then also this one, which I never had before, which has a milk chocolate outside. So the inside's the same. And then there's a truffle version. So I'm very curious to see how the other ones taste. But as you can see, I obviously already got into it on Christmas and had my traditional little Mozart Kugeln, or Kugeln, whatever. So I love those things. These, unfortunately, are expensive. You know, as a gift, so I don't know exactly what this costs. If I had to guess, it's probably 30 bucks for just a little variety pack. They are expensive chocolates, but they are like super fancy. And it's funny, it reminds me of, if you've ever seen the movie Matilda, right? The little box of chocolates that Miss Trunchbull stole, and they have the little fancy chocolates. I don't know why, that's super random, but I always think about that. So what I should do is I should have my, you know, get a really, really nice box or something, and then keep my fancy chocolates in there. So I know that sounds super stupid to some people, but I'm just a, you know, I'm kind of a unique guy, I guess. So anyway, I also still collect DVDs, believe it or not. I know, I'm stuck in the past. So every year I do ask for some different Christmas DVDs to continue my collection. There's a million Christmas movies. So Harold and Kumar Christmas, fantastic movie. If you have not seen this before, I love this. I do watch this at Christmas every year, as I do dozens of other movies, but I never had it on DVD, excuse me, so I got a Blu-ray of that. A Christmas Horror Story. This is fantastic, although it's not for, you know, little kids at Christmas. It's for adults. It's a horror movie that's Christmas themed, and it's friggin' awesome. I'm a huge fan of Krampus, and this is basically the ultimate battle between Santa and Krampus. Recently I found out there's a ton of different ones, different Christmas related, you know, horror movies, and I'll probably ask for more of those in the future. See, William Shatner's in this. It's just super, super cool. So yeah, if you haven't seen that, if you like horror and you happen to like Christmas, these Christmas horror movies are fantastic. It's a transition right around Halloween, when people are like, you know, people who don't like Halloween, they're stoked for Christmas. But then vice versa, there's people who like don't like Christmas, don't care, but they're like really excited about Halloween. And then there's that middle period where maybe you're watching some things like Halloween's over, but Christmas is not quite here yet. We're all looking forward to Thanksgiving. That's when I watch these movies because it's kind of, I'm still in the Halloween vibe, but Christmas is around the corner. So anyway, perfect. I know, I'm weird. I know, I already said that, right? So this movie sucks. Right out the gate, I'll tell you, it sucks. Why did I want it? Because I have all the Home Alone movies, or at least I want all the Home Alone movies. The first one and the second one, obviously the best, Macaulay Culkin. It's what it is. It's very traditional for people to watch them and stuff. The third one is not bad. I actually grown to like the third one quite a bit. It's what I like about the third one is that it's a completely different story with just a similar situation. It's not trying to be Home Alone. It just uses the title. You know, the same concept of a kid being alone and bad guys and booby traps, like that's, you know, it's the theme of the movie, but I like it. It's its own thing. This one, not a great movie, but maybe it's OCD. I have to have the collection. There's actually more Home Alones past this one, so I have to get those as well. But anyway, so that's that. So I got some Christmas DVD action. And I'll tell you a quick story. It's funny because my wife, she's not into the DVDs, and she tells me all the time, like, why don't you watch the DVDs? And I said, okay. And Christmas rolls around, I put the DVDs on, and then she yells at me because it's 4 to 3. She's like, you can watch this in 4K if you want. Come on, I can't win. So anyway. All right, so I got some books, and No Christmas is complete unless you get the Knuckle Duster guide. So this is on my long list of obscure books to get. Apparently this isn't a fantastic, it's like a good read, but not like a fantastic guide. At least that's the reviews I saw. So I'm going to figure out myself. I'm a little curious. I'm, again, a weird dude. As an adult, I love stuff like this. As I do this, this is one of the more suggested gardening books. Last year and the year before, my whole garden situation was a little bit of a fail. Just kind of, I don't know, I wasn't into it. In previous years, I've been super like into the garden. I went out there every day and sat in there and stuff. I don't know what it was. I just wasn't outside as much, at least on the side of the house anyway, where I have my little garden section, my sitting section. But in the future, I do want to focus on that a little bit. I thought this would be a really good guide to just getting better at growing stuff. You know, plus material like this, you know, as far as prepping goes, I love stuff like this because you know the deal. Everything ends. There's no internet. You can't Google things. You need information. And unless your, you know, immediate family or neighbors have all that information, where are you going to get it from? There's no more internet. You know, we rely on it so much. So I love continuously building a prepping library, just information about stuff. It's good. You'll never regret having information at your hands, right? So anyway, this was, like I said, very recommended. It looks pretty, you know, pretty intense for gardening stuff. But anyway, so there you go. That's the book situation. Now going back to coins, I got this guy. This is actually something I was eyeballing for a while. And this can be used for all kinds of things, as well as coins. I can use this for knives. But the coins specifically, this is a little just microscope thing. I used to have a cheap one. It didn't have the screen though. The screen is amazing to me because I can sit, you know, pretty much anywhere and just be able to go through coins. When I'm coin hunting, my eyes go crooked. I have to like take breaks because like I'm just staring at such small detail, you know, coin after coin after coin. And it's fantastic looking for like errors. If you're just like coin hunting, looking for silver, totally unnecessary. You can very quickly look at rims, and if you have any questionable things, you can look at dates. But I look for errors and all kinds of different things, and it, like I said, my eyes go completely cockeyed and crooked after, you know, 100, 200 coins. Sometimes I'll be sitting there and it'll be hundreds of coins. Plenty of times I've sat there and literally looked through over 1,000 coins. So to be able to sit there, put the coin under this, have a nice, you know, digital screen that has that magnification and the detail, it's going to save me. It's going to make the whole thing more comfortable and enjoyable. But also with knives, like I said, I can use this to look at knife edges and stuff, especially damaged blades. So, super cool. I'm excited about that as well. So, what else do I have here? I have a pretty cool mug and some cool stuff in the mug. So this is a little Disney mug for Pirates of the Caribbean. I thought this was awesome. This was totally random. This is from my sister-in-law Lola. I love it. I absolutely love it. It's got like the, what is it, the ship wheel, I guess. Maybe there's a name for that, for the handle. But it's just kind of cool. It's just different. So like, again, I'm a nerd. I will sit eventually, and I will literally watch all the Pirates of the Caribbean, drinking coffee or tea or water or whatever out of this thing. Because that's just what I do. Living life, enjoying it, right? Gotta enjoy some life. So I love that. I love mugs. I don't have a lot of room. A very small house, very small kitchen, small cabinet area and stuff. I got to figure something else out. But I do. I love mugs. I like collecting things. Mugs are an easy thing to collect. It seems like these days there's so many cool different ones, especially around the holidays. You know, Halloween, Christmas. So we're accumulating more mugs than definitely is necessary for one couple. But it's all good. I like it. So that's that. Then this blew me away. This is from my other in-laws, my wife's sister Joanna and her fiance Heather. I really was shocked when I opened this because I mean I'm obsessed with silver, like I am knives, and this, like I said, it kind of just took me back as like an extra special thing. I was not expecting any of this stuff at all. They do some just awesome gift giving, all kinds of little random like you know, practical gifts. You know what I mean? Like they do like gift bags and have like, you know, like for this year, I don't have it on the table here, but I have reusable zip ties. That is fantastic. I have all kinds of things I can use those for. You know, another like, you know, can koozie thing, like a holder for the skinny tall cans. I totally can use that. A bunch of stuff. But anyway, this was super cool. 2023 American Silver Eagle, but this is a proof. And I don't believe, have a proof eagle. I have reverse proof eagles. Actually, it's not true. I have one set. It's the same. I want to say it's 2020 or 2021, where it's the, you know, regular like burnished a proof and then a reverse proof. But it's just a beautiful coin. Mirror finish, right? That frosted Lady Liberty. Super cool. 2023. So I love me some shiny metal, whether it's sharp or whether it's precious. Love the stuff. Then this thing. So we have Santa, right? Santa Claus. Super friendly, family friendly, right? If you have kids watching the video, I guess have them turn around for a second, even though this is stupid. This Santa is a little special because when you pull down his pants, well, bam! What do you think of that? Yeah. Merry Christmas, Santa. So, yeah. And then my wife got the Mrs. Claus, which has exactly what you would expect. Nothing pops out, but there's definitely something going on there. So, anyway, I thought that was hilarious. We had a really good laugh with the whole family when this thing came out. So I love it. And I know you guys would love to see more videos on cigars. Unfortunately, I've mentioned this a couple times, but it's just YouTube restrictions that are very anti-tobacco. Mostly because of their advertisers. Anything that YouTube doesn't like, it's not because people sit there at YouTube and just pick what they like and don't like. It's money. The whole thing is about money. The whole platform exists because of money. It's not a charity. It's a company. It's a corporation that's massive, and they want to make billions of dollars. And the only way to do that is to ask, you know, the world's other corporations for advertising money. That's what they do, right? So when these giant corporations, you know, they don't like something, whether it's guns or alcohol or tobacco or whatever, you know, they put the hammer down, and then YouTube has to listen because they need the money. So anyway, but this is fantastic. So it's a cool little Scotch glass, and this is crystal, which is very nice. It's got a little twist in it, but this has a cutout. It's like a cylindrical cutout through the glass. Well, it's not really cut out, it's molded around it to rest your cigar, right? So you're sitting there, you're having your little, you know, little drinky, and you have your little smoky, and it's all good. It's just kind of cool. So this will get used, but unfortunately, you guys won't see it on camera, and that makes me kind of sad. So yeah, I mean, like I said, I have other little things here. I got some cool Giant slides. Go Giants. Not this year. Every year, I think it's going to happen. You got to remember, I grew up in the, you know, I was a teenager in the 90s. You know, a kid in the 90s. Like when I started watching football, it was the 90s, right? And the Giants, just awesome. Awesome team. Michael Strahan, Dickie Barber, and all those guys. It was an awesome team. And they won some Super Bowls, and you know, it's been a little downhill since. They're very like question mark type of team. It's hard being a fan. I'll always be a fan. That's how that works. If you're truly into sports, you're a fan for life. Doesn't matter if your team's good or not. I know there's plenty of other people who have horrible NFL teams, and they just keep watching every game, every Sunday or whatever. I do love the Giants though, and even though all these years later, there's all new faces, new coach, the whole thing. But it's just what it is, you know. I grew up in Jersey, North Jersey. It might as well be the New Jersey Giants. You know, New York already has teams. I don't know why they took the Giants too, but it is what it is. I love the Giants. So that was a very cool thing. I don't mind repping my team even when they suck. So that is that. But yeah, like I said, there's other random things here. Some exciting stuff, not so exciting, but I'm not going to make the video too long. I just want to share some of these things. I do want to say, anyone watching, you know, I appreciate you guys so much. Really, that is my biggest Christmas gift, is year after year, you guys watching the videos. You know, I spend time making them, and I'm glad people like them. You know, it's just, I always appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. So thank you so much. If you guys got something cool, and I know you did, post it down in the comment section. You get a cool new knife? Do you happen to go buy a new car? You know, new lighter, whatever, new watch, whatever you're into. Let me know your most exciting gift this year. It could be something that's super cheap, but it was emotional because it meant something. Maybe it came from a family member you haven't seen in a long time, or a loved one or something, or it just could be something super expensive and awesome. Whatever it is, post in the comment section your favorite Christmas gift of 2023. And if you're asking me, it is a tough question. I love everything for different reasons, you know. It's kind of weird. I'm putting myself on the spot. I could edit this out if I want, but I'm not going to. I'm just talking. I'm thinking, what is the best Christmas gift I got? Of course, I want to say, you know, I love my wife, and I feel blessed to have my family and my niece and nephew and all that stuff, but I know it's cheating, right? You got to pick an actual physical item. It's tough. I love it all. I do love it all. I don't know. I love the 90% silver. I'm gonna have to go with this, only because this was like the most unexpected. That's all. I open everything. I'm like, wow, this is awesome. I can't believe it. It's great. It's all awesome stuff. But this, I was like really taken back. I don't know why I was so not expecting that, and it was such a cool surprise. So if I had to pick something, I guess this. But you know, I do love it all equally. So anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you have a fantastic day. Let me know, first of all, besides your favorite gift, do you guys still buy DVDs? They sit in that Walmart and by the way, that little bin, that $3 bin or whatever, those DVDs suck. Those are all like the Made in Mexico DVDs with like, you know, some of them are just only widescreen. They're just not great quality, but for $3, if you want to pop on a movie at any given time, that's nice to have. But also, let me know, have you had the Mozart Kugeln? And also, if you have, or if you just know, tell me how to pronounce it, because I'm probably saying it wrong all these years. Mozart Kugeln, maybe the L is silent, maybe it's Kugeln. You let me know. I know you guys. You know. So tell me. I don't want to look stupid. Although sometimes I don't care. Makes life way more fun, not worrying about being stupid, right? Who cares what other people think? To an extent. Anyway, that's it. I'm rambling now. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you guys tomorrow with a brand new video. Take care.